What's up, you guys? We're All Time Low, and you're about to watch our most requested live Ask Anything Chat with Romeo.
Our new album, Last Young Renegade, is available everywhere. It's out now. People love it. Everyone's talking.
Everyone's talking.
So thank you for everyone that sent in questions, and we're going to answer them all.
Here we go.
Let's go. Number 1, Hayes from Grand Rapids. What was the biggest trouble you got into as a child, and what was your parents' reactions?
For me, I didn't get in too much serious trouble, really. I was an only child, so I was just a little, every now and then I got a little bratty, I think, probably.
I could see that.
Yeah.
First day of kindergarten, I got sent to the principal's office because I refused to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I would just like kind of yell and say like random words and blah blah blah, and got sent to the office. So.
Anarchy. You're an anarchist.
Serena from the UK. When was the last time you guys had an awkward run-in with your ex?
One of my exes from high school lives in Hawaii now, and we play there like once a year. And there was one time where we were playing a show, and I realized that she was standing in like the second row, and I was like, "Oh, you."
Yeah, that's weird.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was odd.
I ran into one of my exes at a wedding once, and I didn't know she was going to be there, and it was kind of weird.
She was the bride.
She was the bride. Ninja from Toronto. Don't know if that's a real name, but where do you guys shop, and why haven't you played Nightmares or Dark Side of Your Room
Two-part question.
live yet? Where do we shop?
You know what?
I'm an All Saints guy.
All Saints is great.
Yeah.
I agree. Zara's been putting it down well lately.
Cool.
Top man.
Mm-hmm.
Top man's good.
Top boy. Jude from Adelaide would like to know. June from Adelaide would like to know, what are your top 3 ATL albums?
Big fan of the Nothing Personal era,
Mm-hmm.
All Time Low. Big fan of the Don't Panic era, All Time Low.
Very cool.
And big fan of the Last Young Renegade era,
Right
All Time Low.
now.
Right freaking
We're
now.
living in the best All Time Low you've ever seen.
We're in it. We're living our best lives.
Naya from Makati is asking, who in the band has the worst hygiene? And I know he's not here right now, so he's an easy target.
To say, yeah.
He's an easy target.
No one has bad hygiene. Everybody's actually pretty good because when you live on a bus in close quarters, or when you're traveling a lot, things like that, you can't really afford to have bad hygiene because you would bum everybody out.
So Ryan usually smells the worst.
I would say the only thing is Zach works out a lot, so he's probably usually he's the sweatiest.
Yeah.
At any given moment.
Lola from Exeter would like to know, is Jack ever going to do more boner shirts? I got a cease and desist from the government on this.
Allow me.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know.
I don't know.
What's the answer?
Nina from Scotland. Zach, how long can you hold your handstand for?
We'll speak for him. I would guess that he can hold his... I just spit. I would guess that he can hold his handstand for about...
I'd say 5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. Marissa from Scotland. If you could name a crayon color, what would it be, and what would you name it?
I'd call it Bouge.
I'd take a black crayon and call it My Chemical.
I'd call it Bouge,
Crayola.
and it'd be a combination of red wine red, a little bit of gold flake in there for luxury and opulence, and then maybe some just a speck of teal. It's a horrible color combination.
Melanie from Norcross. Do you remember the first All Time Low tattoo you saw in person?
I don't remember the first, but I will say I've seen a lot of really cool ones recently.
Yeah.
A lot of new takes on the new logo. My favorite thing is when people incorporate like the lyrics into some kind of artwork.
Cool.
Yeah, there's some really rad stuff out there. A lot of stuff like using our old album artwork, things like that. But no, I don't think I remember the first. You know what I will say though? When we all got these, is it on this side for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we all got our little skull and crossbones guys from back in the day, once people knew that we all had them, a lot of people started getting those, and that was really cool because it felt like we were creating like a little
family,
a little crew, a little fam.
Sassy from Bound Brick. Why did you pick New Jersey as the only place to play on your 10th anniversary show?
We wanted to start it off basically doing something that felt like a camp. We're sort of we're testing the waters, testing out some ideas. We wanted to do something where we did almost like a little residency and we wanted to see how the shows were gonna sell.
I think Jersey's I think Jersey's a good spot because of where it's located.
Yeah.
'Cause, like if you're in the Northeast, you can come. If you're in Florida, you can fly up. Midwest or West Coast is tough, but it's also kind of in the middle. And also people I know from England are coming in. And
Yeah, we're an East Coast band too, so
Yeah.
it's something that felt important to us. Jersey was one of the first places that really took us under their wing.
Yeah, next to Baltimore, it kind of was like our second hometown when we first started, so it kind of felt right. Goo from Warsaw would like to know which language barrier which you came in contact was the most difficult for you when you've been on tour.
To be honest, everywhere in the world is much better than the States at having English as a second language.
Yeah.
It makes me feel really bad that whenever I go to another country, like I don't speak the language a little bit better. It is definitely compelling. It makes me want to try to learn more foreign languages.
I think that in
Japan's a little tricky. Not really in Tokyo, but outside of Tokyo, it does get a little tricky. I think when we went to China was a little tricky.
Yeah.
There's a little bit less of like the English language spread there, so yeah, but for the most part we get through it. I think that's one of the cool things about traveling the world is you realize that like as long as both parties are sort of investing and trying, you can find ways to communicate, which is rad. Isabel from Modesto, that's my mom's name. She asks, in case you weren't aware, the entire fandom is freaking out about the leg thing again. Care to explain how you put your legs in such a position it makes thousands of people fangirl/boy? I think this one's for me. I've seen this said to me before. I don't know what I'm doing at any time.
I don't know what this is about.
I do something with my legs.
I do like watching people freak out though. It's kind of funny.
My legs are like a cat's tail. They just do their thing when I'm on stage. It's like
Heard that.
They got a mind of their own.